morning. This is Coach David Halal. Signs it's time to move on. When do you know if it's time to move on? Whether it's a job or relationship or friendship. I mean, romantic relationship or a friendship or friendship relationship. When do you know? The first way for you to know when it's time to move on is disrespect. Anytime you are no longer respected, it's time to move on. So let's say you're working somewhere and all of a sudden you can see the disrespecting you in a different area where they used to respect you. Of course, as long as it's not your fault, as long as you didn't give them a reason to, as long as you're still doing your job and showing up on time and leaving at the time you're supposed to leave and do what you're supposed to do. Once you see disrespect, it's time to move on. Second, once you get no more favors, that means all of a sudden you realize that the things that they used to do for you or give you, they don't give you anymore. They no longer give you, or it's no longer acceptable for you to receive or to do while you are still doing your job or while you still are being loyal in the relationship. Once you realize you have no more favors, you get no favors, it's time to move on. Because the universe or God or the universe, the infinite power, will not put you somewhere that you don't get favor. Everywhere I've been, I have been given favors and I've given favors to others. When you do favor to people and people do favors for you, it's a sign that you belong together. But once it's one-sided, it's time for the person who's no longer receiving favors to move on. That's the second one. The third one is when you keep having disagreements. When you first started, or when you first hooking up and having a good relationship or good marriage or good professional relationship, good employee or good supervisor, good co-workers, and then all of a sudden you realize that there's a lot of disagreements. That means it's time to move on. Because disagreement will increase your stress and mess up your health. Disrespect will do the same thing. So that means when it's time to move on, you will see these three things, three signs. Let's start again. Disrespect, lack of favors, disagreement. Once you see that, it's time to move on. And again, when we go back to favors, I'm not talking about breaking any rules or receiving anything for free only. Of course, sometimes you do get things for free. But what I'm saying is when you're no longer receiving the blessings or the things you used to receive, it's time to move on. This is Coach David Halal, fearlessly and passionately pursuing his call and his destiny. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, share with your friends and families. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.